Hello and welcome to AMA Expo Express, sponsored by Motion RC. If you joined us earlier, you may have noticed we had some technical difficulties, such as the nature of live, so we're trying again. Again, today is the last day of the show. We open at 10 a.m. Will call is from 9 to 11 a.m. Our swap shop is from 10 to 4 p.m. The flag presentation is at 10:30 a.m. And again, it's your last chance to see the speakers. We have Steffi Valkov and Al Bowers from NASA, and then Mason Hutchinson from Scale Composites. And right after this, we're going to take a look at the static model display.
Three, two, 1, 0, ignition, liftoff.
So the static model competition voting closed yesterday. So as we go through here, you're going to get a look at all the winners. They were out putting the plaques up this morning. This first aircraft right here is the second place military scale. It was Ed McCormick's model. It was 80 inches, 29 pounds, DLE 55 gas, and a Futaba radio. So why don't you just take a look at all the work that was put into that model, all the detailing. Yep, this is his P-51 model right here in the military scale competition. Then as you continue down the line, as you can kind of see past this aircraft here, you have all the other entries. Here we have a Grumman F-6F Hellcat from the World War II Navy fighter, of course. Here we also have a boat entry. Those are always fun to see. You sometimes at the Academy Model Aeronautics, you may just keep thinking about planes, but there's so much more to radio control and modeling in general. And right here you have a free flight rubber power model built from scratch. So that takes quite a bit of work as well. Then moving on down to this next table, coming up, you're going to see one of our Instagram photo of the days. So if you've missed out on those, you'll have to go back and take a look. We have Le Pou de Seal, the Flying Flea here, Lawrence Klingberg's entry. It got third place scale civilian, so that's notable. If you saw that photo earlier, you were following it. There you go, there's the update. Got a couple more civilian scale entries. We have a rubber power free flight right here again. We have a free flight aerobatic right next to that one that you'll see here in a second. A sport control line model right here. And another control line sport flyer here at the end. Here we're going to have to stroll on past. Oh, actually, hold on. Yeah. There we go. We're going to have to stroll on past our member center for a second. Keep in mind the show's not yet open, so this is why the floor is a little empty. We're giving you this sneak peek, so we have to bear with us as we pace around stuff that might not be as exciting right now, but don't worry, the show will open at 10 and we'll be live again, and you'll see it fills up quite quickly. All right, over here we have another first place. This is actually our civilian car entry. So it's Joe Monahan's model. It's an Outlaw Sprint. Again, there's so much more to radio control. Yeah, they have some plastic parts that they remade out of aluminum. Here we have another second place finish, the Sport Aerobatic aircraft. And they have their plans laid out, and they have a little bit of the advertisement from the original kit. So it's a nice little sneak peek of what went into that model. Here we actually have a first place scale helicopter. It is an MD-530. It was built from a kit from Century. The radio is 2.4 gigahertz, and it does have electric motors. See, they've turned on their little lights and everything, and complete with the pilot, a police dog. They really set up their display. And we're going to jump on down to the next table again. I believe, yep, we have another first place right up here on the corner. It's the compensator. It's a sport pattern by Jack Dunkel, it looks like. Yep, scratch built. Here we have all of our rocket models built together right next to that model that you're seeing. Yeah, we've got all the places right here. We have first place in scale and scale-like, first place in sport, all lined up. Those are actually conveniently side by side. As we come on down, we're going to round this table. And I believe this aircraft here might actually be the first place in scale military. Yes, it looks like it is. This is Brian Young's Hawker Tempest Mk2. It was built from Jerry Bates' plans, and it has Sierra giant scale retracts in it as well. And there's a picture that they put along with it. Along next to that, we have a quarter scale Aerosport scale civilian entry. And another rocket next to that, it looks like, Red Max. And we have an Aurora model. Now as we move on to the next table, we have another set of boats right up here. The Surge Crusher, that's a nice name right there. Second place military, a lot of detail in this. As we move on from the boats, you're going to see the second place civilian scale aircraft, a Piper Tri-Pacer, scratch built. And then past that, we have the first place scale civilian. It's a Sky King Songbird by Tim Carden, Cessna T-50 Bobcat. As you get a good look at that model, we're going to prepare to walk around the other side of our member center. Again, we can actually see some people are starting to set up on the show floor. We're getting ready for our 10 a.m. open. Yep, some people are down there, they're setting up. People are already looking at the scale models too, so we're not alone. Here we have another first place entry. It's the sailplane glider, a Samurai. Yeah, no control surfaces. The servos change the angle of attack of the wings, so that's very interesting. GB there. Oh, this is the third place scale military entry, scratch built using both Dennis Bryant and Replicraft plans. It was built in 4.5 years, so it takes a lot of time to put these together, so they're very proud of these entries, as they should be. Yeah, you can see our Other model, again, visit Instagram to check out our photo of the day each day. And yeah, so that kind of rounds out the scale model entries. We're going to be live again at 10 a.m. with our how-to segment, so make sure you stick around.